Hey everybody, it's Matt. Trying something a little different today. I played the Secret of Weepstone demo. This is not out yet, just a demo, but it's free available on Steam. One of our members, Abyss, shared info about it to me on Discord, on our channel Discord, which become a member or patron, and you can join the Discord. And I was super excited as soon as I saw what he had shared. So this is a game rooted in D&D OSR or first edition AD&D. Let's listen a little.
Nestled in the shadow of its imposing, now abandoned keep, sits the dwindling riverside village of Weepstone. But things were not always so. For in times gone by, a man from the east, known only as Raal, grew to power, waging a relentless campaign westward. After crossing the mountains into the kingdom of Tales, he established his seat of power and constructed a stronghold from which to oversee his lands. He called this stronghold Weepstone Keep. Many wondered what compelled this mysterious and seemingly unstoppable warrior to end his bloody campaign in
I love this
place.
black and white, just sparse
But the
drawing.
years were good to Weepstone and its people. Their harvests unfailingly robust, and their industries the envy of neighbors both near and far.
Reminds me of so many old school
However,
D&D
Raal would not live
games.
forever, and upon his death, his
All
lands
the artwork
passed
in
to his
first edition
eldest son,
products look like
Byron,
this.
and thus began the troubled
Well,
times.
not all of it, but a lot of it.
Long past are the seasons of plenty for Weepstone and its people, whose fields now sit barren, the people forsaken by the good fortunes they once took for granted. To the astonishment of many, Byron abandoned Weepstone Keep for a modest manor on a hill near the town, and forbade anyone to return to its halls. Now the town barely survives, mostly as an unwelcome stop along a trade route used by merchants too impatient to travel the hospitable roads of the south. Only the trapped or the desperate continue to call this bleak place their home.
Dilapidated town with a dark past.
Our story begins here, on a night of ill omen, as the people of Weepstone have been called to the tavern for reasons
Meeting in a tavern, what could go
unknown.
wrong?
Good people of Weepstone, I've summoned you here to discuss a matter
That
of
is a
grave
motley crew in that
importance.
tavern.
My brother and your lord, Byron, has fallen ill. He is rarely conscious. His nights are fraught with fevered dreams and terrible nightmares. The healers know not what ails him. In his half-waking state, he mumbles incoherently of Weepstone Keep, the castle that our father built, our childhood home. I can only hope that it is there where answers may lie. Are there any among you willing to delve into that forsaken place to find the source of Byron's torment? I will not lie. There is undoubtedly great danger waiting for any who venture there, in the form of both man and beast. While the keep and its contents have been forbidden since our exile, I hereby decree that any brave enough to take on this task may enter, explore, and importantly, keep what they may find within its walls. Who among you will take up this duty? I need 6 volunteers. Please, I would rather not have my hand forced to choose.
So party is 6 from this motley crew here. Some interesting looking individuals. Crazy Lady, Starla Beverly, Future Class Elf. So we're going to start at 0 level.
It is beyond me to make this choice. This path has already been chosen for me.
But that's very uncharacteristic for D&D. But it's very DCC, Dungeon Crawl Classics.
This path has already been chosen for me.
Tugger Barnes, that's a name. Unavailable in demo, so not all the characters are available right now. And we're not building characters, obviously. I'm sure some people are going to not like that, but I'm okay with it, especially for just a solo game.
Okay. What's a key?
Tatum Harlow. So it's counting down at the bottom here as I pick people. Egbert Graham, future class magic user. Sounds good. He's a cook right now. Cook to magic user. Okay.
I'm always one to lend a hand, but I'll have to see what Della thinks about it.
We know the keep better than most, Egbert. It's only right we try to help.
So I played this demo on Steam, and I recorded it with Steam's game recording ability.
I said I would stick to plows and horseshoes. But I still know how to swing a hammer. I'll go.
A couple. As I record this voiceover, the audio I'm listening to is really choppy. That's our dwarf. One more volunteer needed. Who's it gonna be? Got a future cleric who's unavailable. That's too bad. This is very old school BX style D&D, so race is class. So elves are elves, they're not elven fighters. Dwarves are dwarves, they're not dwarven fighters, etc. It's only the humans that are going to class out when they get up to level 1. But what I was saying was I used the Steam recording ability, and as I play it back to do this narration, the audio is really choppy. So I'm super hoping that's just wow, look at that. They made it look like a module, an old school D&D module, that cover, the text, everything. Beauty. Oh, here we are. So I'm hoping the audio isn't choppy on the final. So here we are in the entrance. Oh, what was that? Oh no, the portfolio is dropped. So it's first person POV. You just use keyboard, WADS. Lots of just clicking on things. And it's basically free to roam until combat, and then it gets into a turn-based system. Anything you can manipulate is going to be highlighted blue or investigate.
One can only assume the formidable visage on this statue is Rahl himself. There seems to be something missing from
I
this
love this little
statue's
black and
hand.
white thing.
Was
It
there an
reminds
active
me
object?
of sort of a really old school. Actually, it reminds me of text-based games back in the day where you would do a dungeon crawl with video game where it was just text, even though we're seeing things. So you click on the blue and it gives you what options you have. Search for traps, can't go wrong there. So if you switch through the different characters, it's going to tell me what their trap search percentage is. We had a 40% there. Della, it's a roll. It just shows you little black and white dice. That's more AD&D first edition. So this is definitely sort of a hodgepodge of BX style D&D and AD&D first edition, I would say. It's private roll. Oh, we disarmed a trap. Very good. So we've had our first trap and kind of our first puzzle
seems
now.
to be
We gotta figure out how to make that
as a
arm
lever,
move.
but the mechanism refuses to budge.
So you'll see on these characters, they have their own carried items, and then the inventory at the bottom, it's sort of a slot-based system where you just fill up the squares. That's available to everyone. Tried to put my hammer into his hand.
That item doesn't fit into the statue's hand.
Have a look at this
The party
gate.
lifts with their combined might, but can do little to move the steel portcullis. There must be another way.
Yeah, I would imagine it's the statue arm. Oh, look, that one's open and something's missing. Bummer. There's another statue.
One can only assume the formidable visage on this statue is Raal himself. The left hand holds a small shield, while the right hand holds a lion-headed scepter. The arm seems to be designed to act as a lever, and is already in the down position.
Okay, so we know the arm will move when there's a scepter in the hand. Let's look around. Hey, door. We don't want to go there yet. We want to figure the statue out. This is a demo. This is a test, right? So, for instance, they said the shield was in his left hand, but it's actually in his right hand. It's my left as I face him. Oh, look, a scepter. Pick it up, put it in the inventory. So you can see like a lot of these sorts of games, there's this sort of grid where whatever you can fit in there, you can carry.
One can only assume.
Use item, go get it.
The scepter snaps into place with a satisfying click.
And now we can pull the arm. And the gate moves. Small healing potion. Yes, please. That's nice to have because these are 0 level characters with barely any items, barely any armor or equipment. Okay, this is really cool. Traditional D&D modules of this era would have the cover, inside of the cover would have the dungeon maps or the world maps. And there were always that wonderful blue line, non-reproducible blue, right, on the insides.
Spartan beds and matching foot chests hint at this room's use as a barrack of some kind. The ravages of looters and time have been unkind, leaving it in shambles. A makeshift structure built from bed frames dominates the rear of the chamber.
So these maps, I mean, when you play, traditionally someone would probably be drawing a map to keep track of where you were because you were in huge dungeons. This is using that module cover to show your map as you explore, which I just think is a super cool little aesthetic thing they're doing. This is me still trying to figure out how to give people stuff. I'm kind of slow sometimes. You don't put it on them, you go to their character and then you put it in their hand. It's like Della's got a sling, Egbert's got a cleaver. We're carrying a healing potion, a hammer, and a spear in our inventory. Just trying to optimize my weapon handouts right now. There's a teddy bear, a weighted teddy bear as a weapon, which is hilarious. It's a little bit of a gonzo in this game. That's probably a little more than what traditional D&D, BX D&D, oh look, another sling, sweet, would offer up front. Your games would probably be gonzo, but they didn't necessarily give you as much of that weirdness. So there's a little bit of a Dungeon Crawl Classics vibe in here too, of the gonzo nature. I like that a lot. Now, even though the stuff you can interact with is all outlined blue, my paranoia makes me want to look at everything just in case I might miss something. Old habits die hard.
The sound of small boots disturbs the quiet of the room as small figures burst forth from the haphazard barricade. They brandish crude weapons and seem particularly intent on defending their hideout.
Low-level D&D monsters, the goblins. Combat. We roll initiative. Your dice are black, the enemies are green. Old school 6-sided initiative for the whole party. We won the initiative. All right. The party's arranged up to 3 rows. Characters using melee weapons can only attack enemies directly in front. Reach weapons like spears can attack up to 2 rows away. So there's actually a ranked combat element to this. So you're gonna have like close weapons and reach weapons behind those, and then range weapons and magic users behind that. Very cool. Hit. Old Dwarfy coming at him with the mace. Boom. I love Tatum Harlow, our village idiot. He hit. Wow, these goblins have terrible armor class. Okay, kind of hurt him. Zealot. She has like a dagger, I think. Oh, critical. Nat 20. Nat 20. The kid, street urchin. He's got his sling. It's very VTT, the way these 3D dice are bouncing around. It's kind of funny. And then our cook, feature magic user with his cleaver. Oh, he's in the wrong position, so he can't use his cleaver. Oh. But we've got Della with her sling. Smack. Take that, Gubbo. Oh, only one damage. That was enough. He dead. Crappy goblins. So you can move them in position, like change where they are in the formation, basically. Moved him up to the front. Explaining armor class. I hope you guys understand armor class at this point if you're watching this channel. Oh, fumble for a goblin. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You took 3 damage out. Double click on a ranged enemy. Okay, so you can just double click on them and they'll use their equipped weapon. Village idiot hits. 2 damage, +1 for strength. Badly hurt goblin. Time for the cook to come in. It's cleaver time. Oh, he has a scroll. They want me to use this scroll. So because he's going to become a magic user, he can use a scroll even though he's level 0. We have a scroll, a magic missile scroll. Okay, so you can just right click on it and choose use. Fires a magic missile, classic 1die4 damage weapon, or spell I should say. Got him. So we got XP for the enemy defeat, gold, and a total XP, which I believe is a combination of the gold and the monster XP value. Which again is sort of a blend of D&D BX, you know, basic expert, and AD&D first edition. Ooh, a little +1 dagger. Take that. And we saw this iron lever. Grating noises.
A grinding noise, followed by the sound of metal scraping on stone, echoes from deep within the keep.
But no effect immediately. We opened to somewhere, something somewhere.
This door is wedged shut by the damp and refuses to open.
So you can try to hack it down, you can try to break it down.
Your weapons and
didn't
inexperience do little to harm.
And it tells you the percentage chance based on what character. I probably had a character that was better percentage, but I was excited. Oh, we got it open anyway. Look at that.
Though humble, these quarters were clearly reserved for a captain or leader of the keep's guard. The contents of this room appear mostly untouched over the years, as various papers and a book sit undisturbed upon a wooden desk.
Book.
thoughts of late are greatly troubled, and my faith in our Lord falters. That priestess, Lorona, and her jealously guarded activities beneath the keep bring me great concern. If the captain of his lord's guard is not permitted to venture below to the Undercroft, one can only imagine why.
Trouble in paradise. So there was evil priestess of some sort, and we already know our lord fell down. Look at that scroll of lightning. Shut the front door. That feels good. No, this is me trying to figure out where to put it. Just put it in the inventory. You can't just carry it around in your hand. Gonna drink that healing potion. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Back to Max. Good job, Egbert. That's what I get for putting a future cook on the front line. I mean, if he is a cook, a future magic user, I should say.
A foul odor pervades this place. A smell so heinous it is beyond description. A sitting board runs the length of the far wall with 3 openings. Despite the buzz of flies, you hear the faintest sound of rushing water that seems to be coming from the farthest hole.
Super gross. Guess we're gonna check this out.
Peering into the opening shows a drop that leads out of sight and into absolute darkness, farther than any sane person would attempt to climb, unless, of course, they wished for certain death.
Underground river, classic in D&D. Tossing a rock, sounds good. Look at the polygons on that rock. Nothing. Alright, flies, go away. I'm not climbing in there. Yeah, we'll back away, sure. This hints at a mega dungeon, or at least a multi-level dungeon, which I love.
Your guts roil. Your eyes water. Whatever faith you have is tested by the putrid fumes that waft from this unholy maw. Shockingly, the latrine is not only quite full, but its contents are surprisingly fresh. A glint of gold sits just out of reach, atop the mud.
Throw a rock in again for fun. Climb in to get the gold. Oh my gosh.
As you approach the middle latrine, you are blasted by an odor beyond words. You have no choice but to back away.
The middle one's so bad, you just gotta back away. We're going in to get that gold. Ugh.
Your
I guess
guts
we are.
roil.
So bad. Oh no. Ooh.
You sift blindly through horrors within, and to your surprise, you retrieve what feels like a ring.
So good. Out of the muck, out
You
of the feces.
emerge from the hole, smelling foul and feeling quite ill.
Yeah.
Let us see if you are poisoned.
I guess it's good this game doesn't have a setting mechanic. Look, oh, the die went down the toilet.
Let's just say that you're poisoned.
So I took a point of damage from poison after I healed myself earlier. Fantastic. But I got a ring. And, oh, there's a slot just for some other character. Where to go? Where to go? Screw around with the map. Menu, because Matt forgot how to do things. They're in the bottom right corner, Matt. Pay attention. There it is. So that's our map. It's growing as we travel. God, it's so much like a classic old D&D module. It's so cool. These graphics, they're cool and also simplistic.
This door is not locked, but it refuses all attempts to open it. No discernible sounds come
So
from
with
beyond the door.
the simple
You attack the door,
graphic
but fail to cause
style,
any
I'm
significant
hoping
damage.
that they'll be able to do multiple modules, and it won't be like a, you know, a Rockstar situation where you're waiting 2 years for the next module. And if you can port
The
over
party
characters from
lifts
one
with their
module to the
combined
next,
might,
oh man,
but can
that
do
will be
little
so
to move
dope.
the steel portcullis. There must
Not
be
going
another
through the
way.
portcullis.
This stately but smaller hall seems to have served as a gallery of sorts. Crumbled detritus of carved busts and toppled plinths lie in shambles across the floor. The only remnants that hint at the original grandeur of this place are the large tapestries that still hang on the opposing walls, dominating the space.
Regeneration is cool. Look at this portrait, or painting, or mural, whatever you call it.
Depicted in the mural that spans the length of this side of the hall is the silhouette of a man standing in front of what looks like a calm pool of water. Though at first it appears to be merely a pool in a cavern, the exacting
Dark things
geometric
below
carvings
is
that
what
decorate
this is
the
telling
hewn
us.
stone walls are of unsettling design.
Darkness in the deeps.
Before you spans a great mural dominating the entire stretch of wall. A man, most likely Rahl himself, sits astride his great warhorse. He brandishes an outstretched sword at the body of a fallen foe, flanked by his imposing host.
So Rahl is a great warrior. I'm gonna guess he fell under the sway of an evil priestess who corrupted him and led to his fall and the abandonment of the keep. Could be wrong, but that feels like that's the direction we're going. And because it's a demo, I guarantee we're not gonna find out. This is supposed to come out later in 2026, and I am super stoked for that. Also, the reason I'm not doing this live is because I had to use a Windows machine, which is not my standard thing. I usually use a Mac. So I was on someone else's machine for the playthrough. It is coming out on Mac, apparently, when it's released, though. So, yay. It's such a simple game. I mean, it looks awesome, but you can tell it's constructed fairly simply compared to modern video games that I'm sure coding it for Mac was not a huge problem. Stairs. We're technically on a lower level. No torch consumption that I can see. I'm not gonna lie, I'd kind of like there to be torch consumption.
The smith's quarters are Spartan and humble, but must have once been a comfortable respite from the heat and ringing of the forge after a long day's labors.
Okay. What's going on over here?
Oh, I'm a daft, blasted idiot. I just can't seem to keep my head on straight anymore these days. 1. Reforge the armory key for the 3rd time this year. 2. Finish up Larona's set of fancy daggers. 3. Ask the apothecary about these blasted nightmares.
So we have a smith who's having nightmares. Seems like there's a evil corruption that befell this place. A key mold. Oh man. So we're not just going to be finding a key, we're going to be making a key. Probably. Ooh, blacksmith hammer. Nice. That in there. Somebody can use that. It's a good hammer. Die 6 + 1. Don't give it to the cook. What am I doing? Give it to the dwarf. He's the blacksmith. Oh, we're going to give it to the village idiot. Messing around with the moves. But we don't want to do that because she has a spear, which means she can attack from the second row, right? Oh, we're going to give her a spear, I think, is what's going on here. Rusty spear, die 6 -1. That's not great. But it will allow her to attack from the back row. So you have this offhand, but I don't know. Some things just won't go in your offhand. Like they don't consider like a offhand dagger as an option, I guess. Could be class specific, and we're 0 level, so you know we don't have many specifics. All right. Oh, here we go.
The large forge at the center of this room seems long dormant, but the smell of coke and coal still permeates every inch. Crate.
Gotta be stuff in a forge, right? Steel ingot. Take one of those.
You lean in, lighting the forge with your torch. It is indeed lit, but only
there's a
just.
bellows. Let's make it happen, Captain. Use item. This actually had me stuck for a minute, but gotta get the fire up to 10. There is. What's this? Little spout over a thing.
The forge begins heating up as you pump the bellows, but the embers remain quite cold.
Need more. Put the steel in the bucket in the fire. Makes sense. Melt it down. But our fire's not actually up to 10. Oh, that's where the key mold goes. Look at that.
As more air pumps into the forge, you begin feeling some heat.
But not. Oh, thank you.
The forge is as hot as it's going to get. The heat feels good in this cold, forgotten place.
Oh, quick melt.
As the ingot begins to melt, the steel slowly oozes into the mold. After a few minutes, the newly forged key is just barely cool enough to handle.
Ding! Armory key. And we'll take another steel ingot for luck. Okay, well we have a key to something. And we did have that door that wouldn't budge, right? Oh dear.
A filthy, disheveled man holding a knife cowers in the corner while eyeing you cautiously. Makeshift bedding and various personal effects lie in disarray. The smell is pungent.
What are you lot doing in here? Well, it's been raining of late. Old Krieg needed to get me head dry. I'm not welcome in town as such, on account of my, dark past.
So you have dialogue choices. Old Krieg. Oh, okay, so he's a scumbag.
No, would that I were. Old Roll never had to sleep on musty straw and lap up rainwater to slack his thirst. Sure. If you'll,
Sure, we'll just add random stranger scumbag to our party. Why not? More the merrier. Now we have a third line. So it looks like you can have up to 9 people in your party, probably. Because it said you could have 3 lines. Gotta give Krieg something. We're gonna give him the weighted teddy bear. Nope. You take that sword, sucker. Nope, teddy bear's cooler. Still trying to put a scroll in that guy's hand. That's not how it works, Matt. Starla Beverly looks crazy. Telegram, the housekeeper. Put her in the back. She's got a sling, so why not? Technically, should put the cook in the back. I think the illustration just makes me think he's more physical and like a stronger dude than he is, and I just went with it. We don't want the spirit girl in the back. She needs to be in the middle. Consult the map. She's got a little arrow there pointing which way you're facing. That's good for Matt. He gets lost a lot. There was a rust monster in the picture in the module. Don't like that. Ah, but we have a key.
This door is locked and won't budge.
Oh shit, it's
Your
the rust
entrance
monster.
startles the large, scuttling creature that seems to have been nibbling on what remains of an axe
Can't be
blade.
good. We are so low level for a rust monster. But there's 7 of us. And we lost initiative. It's all going great. They call him Iron Belly. I just realized that. Rust Monster must be like, you know, trademarked by D&D or Wizard of the Coast now. Big ol' head. Damaged. Stabby stab with spears. Hit. One. Alright, new guy. He can't do anything because he doesn't have a reach weapon. Kid's got a sling. Kid hits. That's right, urchin power. Badly hurt. Uh-oh, critical fumble. Critical miss. think fumbles in this game are just going to be automatic failures, no extra effects like breaking your weapon or anything, it seems like. More damage. He's badly hurt. Oh, another fumble. Wow. Yeah, we are 0 levels. Don't you forget it. Keep going, Craig. Can't do anything. You can change positions with the cook. It misses. Misses. Blacksmith, time to shine. No. Okay. Tatum, the village idiot. Misses. There you go, Craig. Good job. That's that. Dead rust monster. 75 XP, 15 gold, total of 90 XP. And I
The earthy
believe
smell of rusting metal and leather gone to rot fill this chamber that clearly once served as an armory. Moldering armor and rusting weapons sit in chaotic piles, strewn without care.
I think the
and
XP
long
is split
forgotten.
up amongst the party. It's not like awarded to each of them. Small shield, yes please. Giving the blacksmith the sword and shield. He's not messing around now, buddy. He has AC 13. I think that's probably our best. Ooh, Morningstar, very cool.
These weapons have been corroded beyond use by the Iron Belly's fetid bile.
Broken weapons, check. Another lever. Another shield. Yes. Giving that one to Craig. Why not? He's got a weighted teddy bear and a small shield. Extra rusty spear in case we lose one. Yeah, you're gonna have to pull that lever, Matt. Quit screwing around.
A grinding noise, followed by the sound of metal scraping on stone, echoes from deep within the keep.
Okay, so we're either opening or closing something much further in the dungeon. I bet you we won't even get to that part in the demo. But it'll be fun when we get to come back and see what it was all about. Look at us exploring the dungeon. Rust Monster's right there on the opening page too. That's hilarious. Yeah, the playback on this MP4 that I created from the recording on Steam is playing really choppy audio in my ears. I'm really hoping once I finalize everything, add
This
all the
door is not
sounds and
locked,
make a
but
new
it
file, that'll all clean up.
No discernible
If
sound.
not, sorry.
You
in
attack the
advance.
door, but failed.
So we're just not going in that door. Check. Get my bearings, because like I said, Matt gets lost in these things a lot. We are pointing in a new direction, it looks like. Good.
A large, barren courtyard opens before you, complete with mature trees and cobblestone walkways. As you cross the threshold, a sprinkling of pebbles and dust rain down from above.
No.
From atop the towering walls surrounding the courtyard, a group of screeching kobolds
The
vault
other
the parapets
low-level
and descend upon you.
meanies that you see in D&D so much. Combat. Oh. Okay, Ty goes to defender. I like that. Kobolds should be pretty easy to dispatch. Trying to put scrolls in hands again, Matt. What are you doing? Just right click on the dude. Matt from the future knows how to use a scroll. That was the worst lightning bolt spell I've ever seen in my life. I honestly thought a 3-point damage would kill one of these guys. Near death, damaged. And then the missing begins. There's a hit. Dead kobolds. So it looks like they're arranged in ranks as well. Looked like they were 3 deep before we started killing them. See, now the adventuring party's starting to click. They're starting to fight well as a team. I wonder if there'll be morales, like morale checks, in the full game, because I feel like kobolds would probably have routed by this point, when there's nothing left but 2 slingers. Yeah, kobolds ambushing us was actually, I think, easier than the goblins that attacked us. Victory. Now what do we do? What the hell is that? No, thank you. Creepy ladies. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
You there?
Very unsettling.
Who are you that dares enter this sacred place? Truly, I'm surprised the ignorant fool still lives. I would see you clearer. Come closer. Now.
I like that I
It
just
would be
came
rude
closer.
to not introduce myself to guests. I am
Bad idea.
Loronia, the ever-faithful. You say you've come on behalf of Byron.
The evil
How
priestess.
does he fare? Still a craven, I presume? How tragic. Maybe he'll pull through. I know of ways to end his suffering. Let me...
So she's a necromancer. Or worship the god that lets her raise the dead, I suppose. See how we go with skeletons. We got a tie in initiative, which means we win. Ooh, sucker. Oh man, we're back on the mist train. Damn it. Oh, she looks scary. Save versus spell magic staff. I failed my save. Oh no, Ray, my dwarf is paralyzed. Oh, not good. Oh, skeleton hit. No. Oh, 0. It's my highest one weapon. He rolled a 1. Yay for us. So he's paralyzed. Can't do anything. Tatum, village idiot. Get him. Yeah, big, strong dummy. Another skeleton down.
No.
Still paralyzed. Crazy lady attacks.
Oh.
Misses. The cook. The kid. Throw that sling. Crit hit. Waffo skeleton. Oh man, it's just us and her. Get her, get her. That's gonna be a miss, probably. Yep. Hey, we're not paralyzed anymore, right? Almost? No, almost. She attacks. Oh, she missed. Thank goodness. Come on, Tatum. The village idiot is like the king of this. Oh, didn't do much damage. Get her. The cook. Ooh, lands up decent. We got some spear action from the second rank. Nice. Craig. Nope. We got a sling though. It's a hit. Nice. Max damage. Badly hurt she is. Della's getting in on it now. The housekeeper. Oh, she's near death. But she seems to like death, so that's okay. Livonia. Isn't there a Mexican folklore like boogeyman person named Livonia or Llorona maybe? Anyway, very similar. I'm sure that might have been intentional. Okay, we're getting there. Gotta quit rolling these ones for damage, guys. Spear. This. When Della misses, she makes old lady noises. No. Now we're dragging this out. She attacks again and misses. Dang. Good thing it's 7-1. All these misses, it's like there's only 2 adventurers or something. Can't hit her. There it is. Trust the village idiot. Believe in Tatum Harlow, the village owned one. Oh, that was enough. KO'd her. Good job, Tatum. 795 experience, 46 gold, 841 total experience.
I must have misinterpreted
Hell yeah.
the omens. Today,
Damn right you misinterpreted the omens.
It matters not. I am only a servant in his grand designs.
Whose grand designs?
And with that,
I'm getting a little bit of an Orcus vibe, maybe, because she's got
from
the
the
scepter
mad
with the
priestess,
demon head on it.
leaving
Kind
behind
of an Orcus
naught
thing.
but a dead-eyed rictus.
Maybe, possibly. Oh, and the module closes. Thank you for playing. We hope that you enjoyed the demo for the Secret of Weepstone. Well, I did. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Man, sometime in 2026, I don't think they've announced a date or anything, but this will be coming out, and oh, such old school vibes, such, D&D basic expert sets or first edition AD&D vibes. With interesting little twists, like you're starting at 0 level, which is not usually how you would do it in D&D, but you do that in Dungeon Crawl Classics now, which I love. So you just have like a career, right? Just a normal everyday career. Like we had a cook and a housekeeper and an urchin. And then once you get through your first adventure, you level up and take a class. And then they're doing old school BX classes. So I think we saw fighter, thief, cleric, magic user, and then the racial ones, right? Dwarves are dwarves. Yes, they're good fighters, but they never become a fighter. They are just a dwarf. Elves are elves, which they'll probably be fighters and magic users if they go traditional with it. So I love that. It's super cool. They're making percentile rolls for like skill checks and stuff, which feels kind of AD&D first edition to me. To like, check for a trap or that kind of thing. Super love that. Group initiative, just rolling dice 6 for the whole group. Very old school, like that too. I'm pretty excited about this. And like I said, I think, and I'm not trying to diss the game at all, but it is a more simplistic made game than most modern games, which means I hope they're easier for them to make and turn around. So it would be so cool if they could just put out modules and you can go through modules and you can take those same characters and level them up as you go. That would be so awesome. It would just a great game to just pick up and play whenever you got some time to kill. Anyway, that is Secrets of Weepstone. I will put some links in the description to check out the demo. I encourage you to. This was right in my wheelhouse, and I think it might be in yours too. So thanks for watching and listening along, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.